Since the beginning of the 20th century, KKL JNF has planted over 240 million trees in over 1,000 parks and forests. In fact, Israel is the only country in the world that entered the 21st century with more trees than a century earlier. KKL JNF has planted and nurtured roughly a quarter of the trees in the Carmel forest, which borders the upper neighbourhoods of Haifa. KKL JNF has also built footpaths, forest roads and picnic sites amidst the natural brush and vegetation in the forest, and takes the greatest care to make sure that such activity does not negatively impact the environment. The Carmel forest attracts hundreds of thousands of visitors each year who come to enjoy the lush beauty of the area, which has been a favourite hiking and recreation spot amongst Israelis for decades. On December 2nd, 2010, what was to be the largest wildfire in Israel's history erupted at Mount Carmel. The extreme dry weather conditions and winds caused the fire to spread so far and so rapidly that it was impossible to control. 44 people perished in the inferno. Courageous firefighters worked day and night in lethal conditions, and on December 5th, after raging for more than 82 hours, the fire was finally extinguished. The flames devoured almost 5 million trees. The extent of the burnt area is comparable in size to 7,142 football fields. New forest fire engines were purchased in 2008 by friends of KKL JNF worldwide. These fire engines were critically important in the Carmel firefighting effort, as they have high water capacity and the ability to access areas that other fire trucks cannot. A number of nations sent firefighting aircraft, equipment and supplies to help control the fire, for which Israel is very grateful. Trees between 50 and 100 years old, vast tracts of planted forest, natural woodland, carpets of flowers, together with thousands of birds, reptiles and mammals, simply went up in smoke. If animals survived, their habitat was lost. What was once a beautiful green forest is now burnt to black and streaked with red from the fire retardant sprayed by the fire planes. The recent Carmel fire is the worst ecological disaster in Israel's history. KKL JNF policy is to rely on natural restoration, but this is a labour-intensive and costly process. In some areas, new trees will be planted so that the public will be able to enjoy the forest again without having to wait 50 years for natural regrowth. The cost of rehabilitation is estimated at hundreds of millions of dollars. KKL JNF tree planting improves ecology, provides habitat to wildlife, and aids in absorbing carbon gases. Tree planting also creates green lungs around congested towns and cities and improves the quality of life for Israelis. Join us this Green Sunday in the effort to rehabilitate the Carmel forest and turn the black into green.